Hey guys, this here is Getaway Driver 101, and today I'm recording with the NVIDIA software right now because I'm trying to show how to fix No Man's Sky stability issues. I have games downloading in the background right now as well, so like my computer's under a lot of stress, and as you can see, the game at least below 70% of your CPU or GPU's usage. And then your G2A can't be on Ultra. It has to be one below Ultra. And your NVIDIA Reflex low latency has to be on off, because when you run it on or Ultra, for some reason after about an hour you'll start getting micro stutters. So these are my settings that I have set for my 4070 Super i7. And the reason why I had to set it like this is because I'm here is at 10.7 while the GPU is at 70%. And it's a very interesting bug. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. It's literally entirely something to do with No Man's Sky. The game itself runs great. I've played it for so long, I know like that it's specifically this game, because this game usually ends up always having some kind of issue with either console, PC, or Xbox. You may have a 4070 that may experience it, but 4070 Supers, TIs, all the way up to 90 series, default 90 series, could be experiencing the issue. Not every graphics card, I say could, depends on your motherboard possibly. It could also depend on your memory that you have installed. As you can see, it's up at 10.9. As long as it's not reaching above 95% on VRAM, the game won't experience micro stutters. When you get up to 95% VRAM, then the game kind of starts freaking out and it starts like trying to compress for some reason. But as you can see, the VRAM whatever bug that is causing it, and to do that it would take them probably a few weeks, maybe even a few months, because they would have to do lots of trial and error to make sure it doesn't mess anything else up. Like when you are fixing bugs between platforms, you fix one bug on one platform, it can break another platform. So like, and that's just kind of like, hopefully they can get it fixed, because it's kind of annoying that I can't run my max FPS. I mean, I probably can, I don't know. We're going to fly down into the planet. See, now that's a lot more stable. Let's see, my lowest FPS was about 78 there. .5, 91. So the goal is right now I'm just trying to stabilize the game. I don't really care about running full max FPS, but as long as the game is stable. High FPS is nice, the higher the better. But as you can see, my temperatures, I'm trying to keep my temperatures low, but also keep my graphics card and VRAM not too far apart from each other. If they're too far apart from each other, then the game can become unstable. So if you're dealing with stability issues with No Man's Sky, there's a few things you can do. One, you can try turning off everything that is recommended for the default settings, and then manually going through and adjusting it. Start out with 60 FPS, and then slowly dumb down your graphics. I wouldn't even say your graphics resolution, just your like quality. This here's going to be draw distance. It's not really going to be like quality. Like, as you can see, I go out here and my quality still looks fine for the game terrain. I still have plants, I still have everything. I just don't have millions of trees everywhere and millions of plants. Instead, it's a smaller quantity. So you're kind of basically not only changing your draw distance, you're also kind of like scarcing your game out that way. Now, for the base complexity, don't go any lower than high unless your computer is absolutely struggling to run base complexity. But I recommend high instead of ultra, because at least high will keep it nice and stable for base complexity, and well, I mean, graphics card ain't gotta struggle to try to keep up. And so like your game runs more stable. Now, as you can see, I'm at 95%. Game is gonna run like crap. Now, you can try to manually set NVIDIA settings. You can try to manually set features in the game. I would start there. For instance, if I pull my NVIDIA app, I go to graphics, I go to No Man's Sky, I scroll down, power management, preferred maximum performance, texture filtering, sample optimization on, texture optimization on high performance, linear optimization on. So like, I have those on because I'm trying to force the game to run smoother, because the game was running so bad, and I have all this stuff going in my background, plus I had a virus scan. And as you can see, my CPU is still being used quite a bit. So like, I have so much stuff going on in the background that there is physically no issue whatsoever with the game. So this tells me that my game is now stable. So when you're fixing a stability issue with the game, virus scans, I don't recommend, like, because when you run it and you open the game take up to 5 minutes to open. I'm just going to tell you that now. You don't want to run a virus scan every time you're trying to stabilize the game. You only want it for the tendency of fixing the micro stutters to see if it's interruptions. If it's interruptions, then the virus scan will show that it's interruption issues, meaning that when you start up a virus scan and then you boot your game up, if your game immediately crashes, then that means that virus scan interrupted the game, which means that your game is running on a higher priority than medium, which means if you have anything that's a high priority, you need to get that out of the way first before booting up your game, which would mean updates, security, virus scans, so it doesn't interrupt your game during gaming. That's how you find out if you have an interruption issue. Now, that can make your computer run wonky doing stuff like that. 1, it can crash. 2, you can blue screen. 3, it can freeze and lock up. Computers are very sophisticated machines. So, right now, I just have downloads going. I have 3 games installing from 2 different platforms. 1 on EA, 1 on Steam, 1 on Xbox, and I'm playing this game. And as you can see, it is not freezing, the game itself, the GPU is like a motor. You don't want your GPU throttling very fast up and down. It needs to stay at like a stable percentage. So keeping it to 70%, occasionally a little bit lower than that's fine. So yeah, this might be about as stable as I get this game. See, and that's what it should do, is it should start clearing some of its cache out when the game goes into different load structures. But it doesn't do that. At least I don't feel like it is. Some games do, some games don't. Some engines do, some engines don't. And I know that's entirely based on the game and the development of the game. So like some games will like completely change. In No Man's Sky, nobody likes the load screens, which is understandable. They try to make all that stuff as optimized as they can. Yeah, I would say my game's fixed. Like, so, and that's just like how you're going to stabilize it. This game can be a pain to stabilize. You're just going to have to go by VRAM. Just make sure your VRAM is not exceeding over the last gig of your graphics card. If it hits the last gig of your graphics card, your game is going to start stuttering and freezing out. As you can see, I'm at 11.0 out of 11.8. So, I mean, I'm at like the skim of the surface, but as you can see, it's running perfectly fine. I could probably bring down water and shadows one more. And there you go. So 10.8 out of 11.8, I now have an entire gig left over for the graphics card. So yeah, that's going to be your best and safest way of stabilizing your game. Other than that, if you're experiencing stability issues with No Man's Sky, that's all I can recommend for you. Thanks for watching, like or subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.